Have you ever wondered if the breakfast choices you make every morning could be silently affecting your health as you get older? If you're over 60, this question becomes even more important. You might think that a quick bowl of cereal or a cup of coffee is harmless. But what if these common breakfast habits are putting your health at risk? In this video, we're going to explore the 3 breakfast foods that could be harming your body without you even realizing it. Stick with us until the end, because we'll share powerful tips to transform your breakfast routine and help you live a longer, healthier life. You'll learn how to avoid processed foods that raise blood pressure, sugary foods that mess with your energy and weight, and unhealthy fats that can lead to heart disease. Plus, we'll show you simple alternatives that will not only protect your health, but also help you feel more energized and mentally sharp. Don't miss out on these life-changing tips that could make all the difference as you age. If you are not subscribed, I recommend subscribing and activating the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support means a lot to me. And if you enjoyed this video, you can help me continue spreading the valuable lessons by liking and sharing it. If you like the topic of this video, please comment 1. If you don't, please comment 0 to let me know how I can improve and make better videos for you. Now let's begin. 1. Processed foods. Let's talk about one of the most prevalent and potentially harmful elements in many people's breakfast routines: processed foods. If you're like many of us, convenience is key in the morning. Whether you're running late, juggling family responsibilities, or simply seeking something quick, you probably grab a packet of instant oatmeal, pop a few frozen waffles in the toaster, or reach for a brightly colored box of cereal. They seem like harmless, time-saving choices, don't they? After all, who doesn't love a breakfast that's fast and easy? But here's the catch. What if I told you that despite their convenience, these foods could be causing silent harm to your health over time, especially as you get older? It's a shocking reality, but it deserves attention. Let's consider the story of Linda, a 70-year-old woman who for years relied on packaged cereal and instant yogurt to start her day. She confesses, "I thought it was a quick and smart breakfast choice, but I never stopped to think about what I was putting in my body. These foods were loaded with salt, sugar, and preservatives, things I didn't even realize could be so harmful." Linda's realization is a wake-up call that many others in her age group have yet to experience. It's all too easy to fall into the trap of convenience, especially as we age and our energy levels fluctuate. But what Linda didn't know, and what many people don't realize, is that processed foods can do significant damage to our health, particularly when we're no longer as resilient as we were in our younger years. As we age, our bodies are less equipped to handle the processed chemicals, excess sugar, and salt that these foods are packed with. The more we consume, the greater the risks. Processed foods are loaded with ingredients that can wreak havoc on our health. Ingredients like artificial sweet ERS, preservatives, and hidden sugars that increase the risk of serious chronic conditions like high blood pressure, heart disease, kidney disease, and even diabetes. You might be thinking, but it's just breakfast. And yes, that's true. But when this just breakfast becomes a daily habit, it slowly builds up and impacts your overall health. The damage isn't always immediately visible, but it certainly takes a toll over time. Why are processed foods so dangerous, especially for older adults? According to Dr. John, a nutrition expert specializing in the needs of seniors, processed foods are often packed with excessive amounts of salt and preservatives that our bodies can't effectively process. As we age, our organs, including the kidneys, become less efficient at filtering out these harmful substances. Over time, these foods can raise our blood pressure, increase inflammation in the body, and even contribute to more severe health conditions like kidney failure. It's a terrifying thought, knowing that these foods that seem so convenient could in the long run be contributing to the very health problems that seniors are often trying to avoid. Let's take a closer look at a few seemingly innocent processed foods that many people regularly consume. Instant oatmeal, for example, seems like a healthy option, right? It's warm, filling, and typically marketed as a wholesome breakfast. But did you know that one packet of instant oatmeal can contain up to 200 milligrams of salt? That's an incredible amount of salt to start your day with, especially if you already struggle with high blood pressure or other cardiovascular issues. Salt in high quantities can lead to water retention, which in turn raises blood pressure and puts unnecessary strain on your heart and kidneys. The thought of adding more salt to your body, especially when you're already managing other health conditions, is alarming to say the least. Then there are the frozen waffles that many people reach for in the mornings. While they might be convenient and tasty, these waffles often contain preservatives and artificial ingredients that can cause several issues, including joint pain and digestive problems. Preservatives such as BHA and BHT are commonly found in packaged waffles, and they've been linked to inflammation and digestive distress. Particularly as we get older, the last thing anyone wants is to suffer from constant joint pain or bloating, yet these little breakfast items could be contributing to that discomfort. It's hard to believe that something as simple as a breakfast meal could have such a profound impact on your health, but the truth is that many processed foods, no matter how convenient, are doing more harm than good. If you found yourself relying on these foods because they're quick and easy, it's time to rethink your choices and explore healthier alternatives that are just as fast and much more beneficial for your body. So what can you do, and instead, how can you still have a quick, delicious breakfast without putting your health at risk? The good news is that there are plenty of nutritious options that won't take up much more time, but will nourish your body in the way it deserves. For example, instead of relying on instant oatmeal packets, try preparing overnight oats the night before. You can use whole oats, which are far more nutritious and contain more fiber and nutrients than the instant kind. Just mix them with some unsweetened almond milk, a dash of cinnamon, and your favorite fruits, and you've got a healthy, delicious breakfast waiting for you when you wake up. The best part, it's easy to prepare and you won't have to deal with the excess salt that's often found in processed instant oats. Another fantastic alternative to processed cereals is a simple combination of fresh fruit and unsweetened yogurt. Not only is it quick and easy, but it's also loaded with antioxidants, vitamins, and probiotics that help support your digestive and immune systems. Fresh fruits like berries, bananas, and apples provide natural sweetness and fiber, while yogurt offers beneficial bacteria to keep your gut healthy. This combination will leave you feeling satisfied and energized without the harmful additives found in processed foods. The truth is, it's not about making drastic changes all at once. Small, gradual shifts towards healthier, more natural food choices can make a huge difference in your overall health. A little prep time on the weekend can set you up for a whole week of nourishing breakfasts. When you take a few moments to plan, you can ensure that your mornings remain just as quick and easy without sacrificing your health or well-being. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment one below to let me know that you are still here with me. So take Dr. John's advice seriously. Processed foods may be the quick fix, but they come at a cost. Fresh whole foods may take a bit more effort, but they are so worth it in the long run. Your body will thank you. Your energy levels will improve, and you'll be protecting yourself from the silent dangers that processed foods can bring. Your health is priceless, and making the effort to nourish it with wholesome, nutrient-dense foods is one of the best gifts you can give to yourself now and in the years ahead. 2 foods containing refined sugar. Let's take a moment to dive into one of the most insidious dangers lurking in the foods we consume daily: foods containing refined sugar. It's a topic we often overlook, but as we age, it becomes more crucial than ever to understand how these hidden sugars can wreak havoc on our health. We might think that our morning glass of orange juice or that sweet fruit-flavored yogurt is harmless. After all, they're marketed as healthy, right? But what if I told you that these foods, so commonly associated with a nutritious start to the day, could actually be slowly compromising your well-being? Especially as you grow older, it's a tough pill to swallow, but one we all need to face. Take the story of Tom, a 68-year-old man who for many years lived by the idea that a bowl of cereal and a glass of freshly squeezed fruit juice made the perfect health-conscious breakfast. I always thought fruit juice was healthy, Tom recalls. It's made from fruit after all, and cereal, well, it's full of fiber and keeps you going, right? What Tom didn't realize was just how much sugar was hidden in these so-called healthy foods. And he's not alone. There are millions of people, particularly as they age, who discover the hard way that what they thought was healthy could be doing more harm than good. As we age, our bodies undergo a number of changes, and the way we process food, especially sugar, becomes much less efficient. When we're young, our bodies can handle the sugar from foods relatively easily. But as we age, insulin production slows down. This makes it more difficult for our bodies to process and regulate sugar, and consuming it in excess can lead to spikes in blood sugar that our bodies can no longer effectively manage. Over time, this can increase the risk of serious conditions like diabetes, heart disease, and cognitive decline. Now let's break this down a bit. You probably had a glass of orange juice in the morning, right? It's almost a morning ritual for many. We've been told that it's packed with vitamins and boosts our immune system, so it must be good for us. But here's where the problem lies. Even a seemingly innocent glass of orange juice can contain as much sugar as several pieces of candy. Yes, you heard that right, several pieces of candy in just one glass of juice. The sugar content can cause a rapid spike in your blood sugar levels, and before long you're left feeling sluggish, fatigued, and irritable. It's a crash that happens all too quickly, but it's one we rarely connect to that healthy sounding orange juice. And then there's fruit flavored yogurt, another breakfast favorite that many people believe is a healthy low calorie option. Unfortunately, many of these yogurts are loaded with refined sugars, sometimes containing as much sugar as a sweet pastry or donut. Yes, it might seem like a healthier alternative to a sugary pastry, but in reality it's still feeding your body the same problematic ingredient, refined sugar. What's worse is that these sugars are often added in the form of high fructose corn syrup or other syrups, which are absorbed quickly by the body and cause blood sugar levels to spike in the same way, and the result, a roller coaster of energy that leaves you feeling drained just an hour or so after eating, leading you to crave more sugar to boost your energy. Once again, it's a dangerous cycle, one that can lead to long-term issues if left unchecked. So what's the alternative? How can we satisfy our sweet cravings at breakfast without sabotaging our health in the process? The solution is actually quite simple. Instead of reaching for that glass of juice, why not try eating whole fruits like grapefruit or strawberries instead? These fruits provide natural sugars that don't have the same immediate effect on your blood sugar levels. They also come packed with fiber, which helps to slow the absorption of sugar into the bloodstream, preventing those rapid spikes. Not only that, but fruits like grapefruit and strawberries are bursting with vitamins and antioxidants, which give your body the nutrients it needs to thrive without the harmful effects of refined sugar. When it comes to yogurt, it's time to ditch the artificially flavored varieties. They may be convenient, but they're filled with unnecessary sugars that your body simply doesn't need. Instead, opt for plain unsweetened Greek yogurt. Greek yogurt is naturally creamy and packed with protein, making it a much better choice for keeping you satisfied throughout the morning. You can add your own natural sweetness by mixing in fresh berries or a sprinkle of cinnamon. These simple, healthy additions will give you all the flavor you want without the sugar crash. Not only will you be avoiding harmful sugars, but you'll also be giving your body the protein and probiotics it needs to maintain a healthy gut and metabolism. If you're serious about avoiding refined sugar, here's a golden rule. Always read product labels carefully. This is a non-negotiable step. Manufacturers can be tricky, and even products marketed as healthy can be loaded with hidden sugars. Look out for ingredients like glucose, fructose, corn syrup, or any other form of syrup. These ingredients may sound innocent, but they're essentially the same thing, sugar. If you see them in the ingredient list, it's time to put the product back on the shelf. Once you start replacing refined sugar-laden foods with whole natural options that are rich in fiber and protein, you'll feel a noticeable difference in your energy levels and overall well-being. Your body will thank you, and you'll reduce your risk of chronic diseases such as diabetes, heart disease, and even cognitive issues like memory loss. But beyond the physical benefits, there's something even more important: emotional well-being. When you take control of your health and make conscious choices about what you eat, you're giving yourself the gift of a longer, more vibrant life, a life where you don't have to rely on sugar highs to get through the day, a life where you can enjoy food without feeling sluggish or irritable, and most importantly, a life where you are in control of your health instead of letting sugar control you. In the end, the changes you make today by replacing sugary breakfast foods with healthier alternatives will pay off in the long run. Not only will you feel better physically, but you'll also be taking proactive steps to ensure that you live a life full of energy, vitality, and longevity. And believe me, you deserve nothing less. So next time you reach for that glass of juice or that sweet yogurt, think twice. Your future self will thank you for it. 3 foods high in fat. As we age, our bodies become more sensitive to what we eat. And the foods that once seemed harmless can now cause us harm in ways we didn't anticipate. One of the most common culprits is foods high in saturated fats. It's easy to fall into the habit of enjoying fatty breakfasts, thinking they'll give us the energy we need for the day. After all, there's something comforting and familiar about the sizzling sound of bacon, the crispy crunch of SAU sausage, and the rich flavor of fried eggs. Right, but what if I told you that those very foods, while satisfying in the moment, can actually be sabotaging your health, leaving you feeling more sluggish and less energetic as the day goes on? Let me share a personal story that underscores just how insidious this can be. Meet David, a 75-year-old man who spent many years enjoying what he thought was a hearty breakfast. I always started my day with 2 fried eggs, 3 pieces of bacon, and buttered toast. David recalls a wistful smile crossing his face as he talks about his old breakfast routine. It was delicious, and I believed it was the perfect fuel to get me through the day. But after a routine checkup, my doctor delivered some harsh news. My cholesterol was off the charts, and he told me that if I didn't change my diet, I'd face serious health issues. This wasn't just a moment of realization for David, it was a wake-up call for his entire health journey. And David's story is not an isolated case. Many people in his age group, people who grew up in an era where bacon and eggs were considered a sign of a fulfilling breakfast, are now learning the hard way about the dangers of consuming too much saturated fat. The truth is, saturated fats are one of the leading contributors to high cholesterol levels. They raise bad cholesterol (LDL) in the blood, which in turn can lead to plaque buildup in the artery. Over time, this plaque narrows the arteries and reduces blood flow, setting the stage for heart disease. And when this happens, it's not just about feeling tired or sluggish. It can lead to serious life-threatening conditions such as heart attacks or strokes. For older adults, the risks are even more significant. As we age, our blood vessels become less flexible and more prone to damage. When we continue to consume saturated fats, we put extra strain on already fragile blood vessels, accelerating the process of arteriosclerosis, the hardening of the arteries, and increasing the chances of a major cardiovascular event. It's alarming to think about how something as simple as a fatty breakfast can set the stage for such serious health problems. But here's where it gets even more interesting. The effect of high-fat foods isn't just limited to the heart. When you eat a meal packed with saturated fats, especially first thing in the morning, your body has to work overtime to process all that fat. This digestion process is energy-consuming, and the result is that your body ends up expending more energy than you realize. Instead of feeling energized like you thought you would, you end up feeling sluggish, mentally foggy, and drained. It's almost as if the food you ate to fuel your day has now drained your vitality. I know it's hard to believe. After all, you might think that eating a big breakfast is the best way to kickstart your day, but the reality is that your body reacts very differently than you might expect. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment below to let me know that you are still here with me. This doesn't mean you have to give up delicious, satisfying meals. Far from it. The key is to make healthier choices that still provide the rich flavors and nutrients you need, but without the harmful effects. Think about this: instead of bacon, why not try turkey bacon or grilled salmon? These options are not only lower in fat, but also packed with high-quality protein, which will give you long-lasting energy throughout the day. And eggs, while they're a great source of protein too, don't have to be fried in butter. Consider boiling or steaming your eggs instead, which retains all the goodness without the excess fat. What about toast? You don't have to smother it in butter. Swap that out for something more nutrient-dense like almond butter, which contains healthy fats that nourish your heart and your body. Or how about avocado on toast? Not only is avocado full of healthy fats that can help lower your bad cholesterol, but it's also a rich source of vitamins and minerals that support overall heart health. You might be wondering, is it really worth making these small changes? Will they really make a difference? The answer is a resounding yes. By swapping out saturated fats for healthier options, you're giving your body a chance to thrive. Healthy fats like those found in nuts, seeds, olive oil, and fatty fish such as salmon and mackerel do wonders for reducing inflammation, supporting heart health, and even aiding in weight management. These foods help maintain a healthy blood flow, regulate cholesterol levels, and protect your arteries from the harmful buildup of plaque. But perhaps the most important benefit of all is how they make you feel. These changes can help you maintain a higher energy level, improve your mood, and boost your mental clarity. Imagine waking up every morning feeling sharp, alert, and ready to take on the world rather than sluggish and drained. These small swaps aren't just about the food, they're about giving yourself the gift of a healthier, more vibrant life. As we reach our 60s and beyond, we often reflect on the foods that we once considered staples of our diet. Processed foods, sugary snacks, and fatty breakfasts are all too common. But the truth is, these foods can cause more harm than good. While the damage may be gradual over time, the impact on our health can be profound. But there's good news. Changing your breakfast routine doesn't mean you have to sacrifice flavor or convenience. The key is to opt for fresher, more natural foods that are not only better for your heart, but also better for your overall well-being. A healthy breakfast can stabilize your blood sugar levels, support your heart, reduce joint pain, and improve cognitive function. These benefits are invaluable as you move into your later years. Dr. John, a well-respected nutritionist, often says small changes over time lead to big results, and it's true. You don't need to overhaul your entire diet overnight. Start by making simple swaps. Replace processed breakfast foods with fresher whole food options. Reduce your intake of refined sugars and choose healthier fats. These small steps will have a lasting positive impact on your energy levels, heart health, and overall quality of life. It's all about taking a little time to nurture your body with the foods it needs to perform at its best. So why not take a moment each week to plan out a healthy breakfast? Don't rush into it. Take your time, enjoy the process, and savor the satisfaction that comes with knowing you're taking care of yourself. With these changes, you'll feel more energized, more balanced, and more in control of your health. And the best part, you'll be protecting your future, ensuring that your golden years are filled with vitality, joy, and peace of mind. Your heart, your body, and your mind will thank you. So there you have it. We've explored 3 key foods to be mindful of as we age. Processed foods high in salt and preservatives, refined sugars, and foods high in saturated fats. Each of these can quietly harm your health over time, but with small changes you can make a world of difference in how you feel and how your body functions. Whether it's choosing healthier fats for your breakfast, cutting back on refined sugars, or opting for fresher, more natural foods, these steps can set you on a path toward better health and vitality in your golden years. Now I'd love to hear from you. What have you learned from this video so far? Is there one thing that stood out to you that you plan to bring into your own life? Maybe it's switching to healthier fats, or simply being more mindful of your sugar intake. Whatever it is, I'd love for you to share it in the comments below. Let's keep the conversation going and support each other in living our best, healthiest lives. And if you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please leave your comment below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more valuable content. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.